Welcome to Quiz for Everyone. Do you think you can answer 30 questions correctly in a Death Note quiz? Each correct answer is worth 1 point. Keep track of your score so you can see where you rank at the end. Share this with your friends and challenge them to beat you. Let's begin. Which orphanage is responsible for raising both L and his successors? Whammy's house, the secretive sanctuary breeding the world's greatest minds to fight ultimate evil. Which fake identity does Light use while studying alongside L at university? Hideki Ryuga, a stolen pop star name used to hide a killer's deadly intent. Which company secretly hides the man acting as the Yotsuba Kira? Yotsuba Group, corporate greed masking a dark conspiracy of murder for profit and power. Which FBI agent secretly follows Soichiro Yagami's investigation team? Ray Penber, an innocent man blindly walking into a trap set by a brilliant monster. Which Shinigami becomes personally attached to Misa and protects her? Rem, a tragic god of death sacrificing eternity for the sake of human love. Which TV personality publicly spread support for Kira across Japan? Demigawa, an ambitious media puppet using global chaos to feed his own greedy obsession. Which successor of L constantly plays with toys and blocks? Nier, a brilliant child calculating his enemy's downfall through puzzles and complex toy structures. Which successor of L works together with mafia organizations? Mello, a dangerous rival willing to burn the criminal underworld just to surpass his idol. Which notebook user secretly carries out killings for Light under the title X-Kira? Teru Mikami, a blind zealot delivering ultimate judgment with absolute and terrifying devotion. Which elite high school does Light Yagami attend at the start of the series? Daikoku Academy, the prestigious school where a perfect student began his descent. Which televised name is used by L to provoke and expose Kira? Lind L. Taylor, a doomed death row inmate used as bait to trap a god. Which trusted man works as L's closest assistant during the investigation? Watari, the loyal guardian supporting the world's greatest detective from the shadows. Which Shinigami is the first to sacrifice his life in order to save Misa Amane? Gelis, a silent watcher who dissolved into dust to protect a girl. Which female character trades half her lifespan for Shinigami eyes to help Kira? Misa Amane, a desperate pop idol trading her life for romantic obsession. Which police officer is also Light Yagami's father and investigation head? Soichiro Yagami, a righteous lawman hunting the devil he raised at home. Which task force member becomes the most suspicious of Light's behavior? Aizawa, a cautious detective trusting his sharp instincts over a friend's lies. Which woman becomes Kira's public spokesperson on television? Kiyomi Takada, an elegant queen chosen to broadcast the will of the hidden god. Which former FBI investigator disappears after suspecting Light Yagami? Naomi Misora, a brilliant mind silenced moments away from exposing the truth. Which Death Note rule causes owners to lose all their memories upon relinquishing ownership? Memory loss, a cruel curse erasing a killer's sins to leave an innocent shell. Which female character is Light Yagami's younger sister who gets caught in the crossfire? Seiyu Yagami, an innocent sibling broken by a dark war she never understood. Which Yotsuba executive secretly becomes the fourth Kira? Kaisuke Higuchi, a ruthless businessman using a notebook to eliminate rivals. Which television network is manipulated by Kira supporters during broadcasts? Sakura TV, a station broadcasting fear and worship to a panicked nation. Which warehouse hosts the final confrontation between Nier and Light Yagami? Yellow Box, the lonely concrete stage where a fake god's empire collapsed. Which anti-Kira organization is personally led by Nier after L's death? SPK, an elite federal task force assembled to hunt an elusive killer. What is the real surname of the detective known only as L? Lallier, the hidden name of a genius who died protecting human justice. Which Shinigami comes to the human world to reclaim his notebook from Mello? Saito, a cowardly spirit descending to the human realm to fix his mistake. Who uses a hidden notebook scrap to kill Kaisuke Higuchi inside the police car? Light Yagami, a mastermind executing a witness right under L's nose. Which SPK member replaces pages from Mikami's notebook with duplicates? Gavani, a forge specialist executing the final trick to expose Kira. Which fake rule is written into the notebook to clear Light and Misa of all suspicion? The 13-day rule, a deception created to secure a perfect alibi. Which everyday object does Light modify to hide a piece of the Death Note? A wristwatch, a simple device ticking away the final seconds of his victims. The quiz is over, now let's check your results. If you scored from 0 to 10 points, don't worry, this quiz has surely helped you discover new and useful information. If you scored from 11 to 20 points, well done. You know Death Note very well, including the main characters and the story they belong to. You're on the right track, and with a bit more practice, the top score will be within your reach. Keep refining your Death Note knowledge even more. If you scored from 21 to 30 points, you're a true Death Note enthusiast. You're ready for even harder challenges and expert-level quizzes. Keep exploring, sharing interesting facts, and impressing friends and family with your knowledge. Even true anime fans would certainly be impressed. Thank you for taking part. We hope you had fun and learned something new. Keep challenging yourself with the next quiz.